What is good, YouTube world? It's Jay Coffee Talk back with some news, some hip-hop news, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get into these topics. Make sure to tap in and join the discussion. Y'all know that's what it's all about over here. But peep it, y'all. First up in the news, right? Harry O, the original Death Row Records founder, who did a whole lot of time behind bars, 30 years in the feds, you know what I'm saying? Attempted murder, drug charges, all that. And we know Trump got him that pardon on the last day he was active handling business as well with Kodak Black, Lil Wayne. That's still bugged out the way Lil Wayne's case went. You know what I'm saying? First appearance, he pleads guilty in federal court, facing all that time. It was like, yo, something don't add up. He knew he had that pardon coming all along. You feel me? But Harry O was one of the other gentlemen given the pardon. And since he's been out, other than like really early after being pardoned, he was spotted with Snoop, I guess, in a recording studio. Well, now y'all see the picture. He's been spotted out there again. And it's with Dr. Dre. And this is interesting to me, y'all, because you know, Dre's been in the news a lot recently. I did a video on it on my channel about that crazy alimony spousal support issue he's got going on, where it's like, damn, is he gonna have another aneurysm or what? But you know, he was also spotted in the studio with the DOC, Eminem. There's reports leaking out that Detox 21 could be coming. You know, like Dre's super active right now. With this, gotta get that money back, I guess, could be what it is with, you know, the divorce stuff or whatever, or just thinking about his legacy, you know what I'm saying? So here he is with Harry O. Harry O posted it on the gram. Tap in and comment. Let me know what you guys think about this. Do you follow Harry O? He shared the caption saying nothing but a G thing. Still connected, unfinished business. So it's interesting to see Harry O back out here, you know, and getting his life back and everything. But this kind of plays more into the Dr. Dre news to me. You know what I mean? That Dre is working his ass off, linking with everyone. You know, what will, like, hopefully it's that Detox 21. I want to see it, you know what I mean? But hit the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Now, next up, man, Mac Miller, once again, rest in peace. Dude was so talented. Comment if you flucked with Mac Miller. You know what I mean? We know this dude was dope and everything. It's a damn shame that he died so young. Make sure y'all leave them drugs alone. If you out there fucking around with them, telling you, I always got to bring it up. This ain't the era to be out there using. This shit is straight toxic. You know what I mean? It's certain death coming your way if you don't put them drugs down. But, Mac was just underrated in a sense to me. Even though he did get his flowers, he was lyrical to me, you know. But Vince Staples just did Drink Champs. And also comment and let me know if you guys listen to Vince Staples. Like, I haven't really got into him like that. There's a couple tracks I listen to, but his popularity I see grow more and more. Now, what's interesting that's hitting the news pertaining to Mac Miller is Vince Staples said back in 2013 when he dropped the Stolen Youth mixtape, as you'll see on the cover, it says Vince Staples, Larry Fishman. That was like Mac Miller's producer tag or alias that he went by producing. I guess he said Mac Miller just showed him a lot of love and was very supportive to the point where he told him, yo, I don't want no publishing rights to this mixtape. You don't got to give me ish. Unless, like, you know, this thing makes you a whole gang of money. He told him to just get him an S-Class. And he also said, you know, Mac Miller took him on the road with him, put him up in hotels and everything, just really supportive. So comment and let me know if you guys rock with Vince Staples. Like I said, what songs I should check out. Like, what are your thoughts on him as an artist and your thoughts on, you know, the relationship him and Mac Miller had. I was really unaware of this. Like, Mac Miller was close with a lot of people, you know, like we know him and Nip had a relationship. Action Bronson and his whole collective rocked with Mac Miller. TDE had a lot of love for Mac Miller and they collab with him a lot. Like Mac, like people were fucking with Mac out here. All right, real quick, man. I don't know why ish like this goes so viral in the news, but you see Offset and Cardi B shopping, and everyone's like, yo, look at their matching Birkin bags, the matching camo Birkins. Like, I mean, Offset, you know, he does his thing or whatever. Like, no disrespect to him, but I just don't understand. Like get a backpack, throw a backpack on. Like, come on, man. I'm not with like these dudes with the purses or bags. I don't know, but it's all over the news. What do you guys think about it? Like, look how big that bag is too. That Offset's got. Like, yo, throw a backpack on. Come on, man. And then the last topic real quick that I wanted to, chime in on and share this update with you guys is about Lupe and Royce the 5'9". Now, I covered this the other day. These dudes were dropping diss tracks back and forth. I have no clue where the fuck this started from. I didn't like to see this, as I like both of these artists, like a lot. Like, I fuck with them heavy, you know. Lupe, very original dude. Royce, I've been rocking with him since the late 90s, you know what I mean? But they started beefing, and we know they do this podcast together. Well, Lupe kind of gave an update.
Like, maybe you should do something with Lupe. He was trying to figure out something to do in his downtime. And I was working on a few podcasts, helping Tom building my support, because me and him go way back. And I actually wasn't even going to do no podcast because I didn't feel like I had the right chops for it. I didn't know if I wanted to be that exposed to the public. I felt good just doing lives. And right as I was finna like shut it down or try and do something else, Royce calls like, yo, what's up? You know, he's talking to his wife. Let's do some podcast, blah, 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 blah. So it's like we laid down some ideas. Tom kind of jumped the gun a little bit, you know, kind of throwing it out there. But, you know, you never know until you do it. So we took the leap of faith. Been kind of building through it this past year. It's been a great experience, man. Like, it was dope, like being able to you know, like joke and laugh and play and talk about different things and interview different interesting folks on interesting subject matter. This shit was cool. But the whole point was to help my brother Tom kind of build up his company and get some reputation under the Say What media. But yeah, I think that's done. You know, it's not something that my heart was 100% in. And I think we just reached the state now where it's just kind of like an untenable relationship. So I appreciate the last episode went up today. It's called Gold, which was actually dope. To me, I listened to it earlier. It was super funny. It's like one of the funniest episodes. So I think it's good to go out on top. You know, did a nice round number 45. Big shots. Had fun with the Patreon and the fans. I think sometimes it's good to just go out on top, you know. So, you know, I'm not doing that no more. But again, you know, it's not something that's done out of ill will. It's not something that kind of, you know, this is something that's kind of been building for a little bit. And again, my heart wasn't 100% in the podcast anyway, with Royce or without Royce, by myself, on my own. So, shout out to everybody who tuned into the podcast, man. Really appreciate it. All the sponsors, you know, everybody who had a hand in making it. You know, again, shout out to Lauren, shout out to Scorpio, behind the scenes producing. But yeah, man, that's probably the end of an era. And just kind of move on to other things. I got other projects and programs that I'm finna kind of put that energy into. So, but again, appreciate it, man. It was great. I hope y'all loved it. Go back and listen to the other episodes. Some shits is funny. Shits is super funny. Some of them a little here and there, but overall, man, it was actually a great experience. I never let. It's not even like looking at the bright side of things. It's like it was actually just dope. It's just like a dope thing. So I appreciate it. I'm not going to let the current circumstances jade that or put that in a dark light for the sake of my own ego or, you know, trying to prove a point. So, but yeah, man, appreciate it. The Lupe and Royce show, that was some shit. That was dope. I'm glad I put that on the mantle with the rest of the things I've done in my career. And it holds a prominent place.
So there you have it, man. Lupe said it's over. It's a wrap. Podcasting wasn't really his thing anyways. His heart was never in it. Comment and let me know if you guys listen to the podcast. I listened to it early on, like when news hit that these guys were doing a podcast, it was very interesting to me, as I just shared with y'all. Like, I'm fans of these guys. But I caught a couple episodes early on, and I was like, okay, you know what I mean? Because I'm a heavy podcast listener. But then, I really wasn't tuning in like that. You know what I mean? And then recently, I caught some episodes, and the energy did kind of feel off. Like that dude that Lupe's talking about, his man Tom with Say What Media or whatever. Like, it felt off a lot of the times when he was on a podcast, like talking. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of this, but I'll tell you something really interesting that I learned from this podcast that I did not know from a recent episode. That Floyd Mayweather actually lost a fight in the Olympics. Like, did y'all ever hear that story? I had no idea about it. I first heard this, because they were doing an episode talking about boxing, talking about the Olympics coming up, and I had no idea that, like, Floyd truly isn't undefeated, but you see his record is listed as undefeated as the Olympics. I guess, you could kind of finagle it and say, well, nah, that's not a pro bout. I don't know. I mean, it should be, right? You're representing the best in the world. But that I learned that from that show. But comment and let me know what you guys think about their falling out, your thoughts on the beef, your thoughts on the podcast ending. You heard him, the last episode just got put up on podcasts on all the streaming platforms. It's called Gold. I'm gonna tune into that, and that's what it is, y'all. But that's it for the news, guys. I look forward to talking with all you guys in the comments. Make sure to sub to the channel. We'll be back later. More content coming tonight. Subscribe, and I'm gone.